DNA. In our DNA.
Music is in Nikki Gio's DNA. She has written and produced original songs that she's going to be performing locally. But this working mom wasn't always up front and in the spotlight. Gio has always put others before herself. She works for the state, plugging hundreds of families into help with food and shelter. When she sang in the past, it was always background. Nikki says her weight, 340 pounds of it, made sure she stayed in the shadows until now.
Very much so. I've been singing, but I've been like the supporting cast member. I've done background and I've done live studio sessions and studio session work for various artists. I've been in several groups and I've directed choirs at a state, district, and local level, and been in many groups. However, it's time for me to venture out, and I am 44. I am not afraid to say my age. I'm very proud of it, and this lets everybody know out there it's never too late and you're never too old. And I'm grateful that I'm walking past fear, pushing past fear, and I already coined 2017 as the year of no fear. And I said, you know what, if not now, when? And even though I work for the state of Michigan and I'm busy and I have all these things, music is very cathartic for me. Music is where I can actually, you know, get out some of the things that I'm going through. Some of the, like when I write, it's very cathartic because I write from my heart. It's in the room, it's in the room, your energy is in the room. Just your attitude, your energy will set the mood in the room. If I go about 10 years ago, I was 340 pounds, self-esteem plummeted, did not like how I looked, who I was. I was not my best self. And when I don't feel good about me, I can't really give it out to anybody else. So I was directing choirs and doing different things, but ashamed the whole time and just not living my best life. I would walk with my head down. I just didn't think enough of myself. And so that had to change. I had to realize that I am worth being healthy and being happy. And now that I do go to the gym and I do watch what I eat, even though I have struggles like everybody else, I fall off like everybody else, but I'm determined to stay on the path to be healthy because I can give my best when I feel my best. And so that's what changed for me. And
what made the change? What was the light that went off and you said, I've got to change?
The light that went off for me is when I could barely walk 5 feet. I'm 5'2", pushing 5'2", very short. And the weight that I was carrying and the depression that went with it, I could not live like that anymore. I have a son. I did not want him to see mom just go from the couch to the bed. I could barely even go to the park and walk with them. So it had to change for me. Well, what I would say is fear held me back most of my life. I would be so much further along if it was not for fear. So I would tell anyone, you know what, don't let fear paralyze you from the neck down, because that's what it does. Fear will paralyze you. I heard a speaker say that the graveyard is the richest soil there is because all the dreams that people were too fearful to pursue went to the grave. And so you have this rich soil, you know. So I would say, just do your best to just get out of fear. Whatever you fear the most is probably what you should be doing. So try to get out of fear. Just put one foot in front of the other. Look at me. Like, if I can do it, anybody can do it. You're talking about someone that would be in the back of the room, shy, didn't want to deal with anything. But now here I am. Doors are starting to open because I actually put one foot in front of the other. So do not let fear paralyze you from the neck down. Get up and walk. It's in the room, it's in the room, it's in the, yeah. Just your attitude. It's in the room, it's in the room, it's in the, you better adjust your attitude. gotta shake it off. And all the negativity, you gotta shake it off. You gotta shake it off. You gotta shake it off. And all the negativity, you gotta shake it off. And all the negativity, you gotta shake it off. And all the negativity, you gotta